he was criticized because Mayo is trying to shift actual, let's say that, powers in the hand of workers, not talking about actual power division in the hand of workers. Right. This you will understand on the basis of the debate between bourgeois and proletariat class. So we think that when we analyze organizations, so we think that workers are responsible for lack of efficiency. We hardly tell that management is responsible for lack of efficiency. This, and we focus, and Taylor also focus on working class. Mayo also focusing on a working class, and he's trying to bring social psychology to solve the problems. But the main problem is about structural conflict, the power, division of power. Power, one has power and other does not have power. One is treated merely as working class. So the rationale behind saying chaos sociologist is you are not trying to change the power structure. Rather, you want to maintain the power structure, and in that also you want to shift this supervision based on economic incentive by social psychological factor. Means पहले तो थोड़ा पैसा भी मिलता था, अब वो भी नहीं मिलेगा. Isn't it? Be happy with social relation. Democratic environment we have created. So by creating democratic environment and let's participation in decision making and having a say in that, so they were saying you are not changing the power structure. Rather you are trying to maintain the status quo. Bourgeois class will amass property and we will, let's say that, be happy because there is a democratic environment. That's why he was criticized as chaos sociologist. So that way we can consider. In fact, workers can be exploited more under Mayo than in Taylor. Is it correct? Mayo gives more opportunity for exploitation than Taylor. Hence, Taylor was more humanist than Mayo.
Is it the same thing like he only talks about workers and not about management and industrialists? So the industrialists is full-fledgedly exploit them without any restrictions.
Nowadays, organizations offer you so many things. No, aesthetic environment. I told you background music. No, the aesthetic environment, cafeteria, gym, psychological counseling, or chilled, or kya nahi, no, isn't it? Party in Goa, Connaught Place. All these things they offer you. Why? You get chilled, isn't it? So that you are stress free. And when you are stress free, so what can happen? You can contribute best to the organization. No. The people indirectly say that it is squeezing blood by ensuring that blood is in process of supply. Isn't it? Blood is continuously supplying so that they can continuously squeeze blood by all such facilities in organization. Is it like that? It is told, let's say. You are not still, you may not have corporate experience, so you may not be aware about this. So all these environment, they say, implies say that these things are just to get a maximum out of us. Yes. So to get maximum out of us, they think it is a sort of exploitation. No. किसी ने आपको appreciate किया तो आपको doubt हो जाता है क्या बात है. No. Especially parents, isn't it? So when they are in happy mood, isn't it? They say something to you, feel कि इनको आज कुछ काम करवाना होगा. Right. Right. So this is what, let's say that the first they appreciate, you become emotional, then you are asked to do a favor, isn't it? That is, this is what we can say. So that way, let's say he is considered that human relation can be more exploitative than Taylor. Taylor is very objective in this sense. It is very simple. If you produce piece rate, you get paid, irrespective of who you are. In a way, it eliminates any discriminations also. Like say our society has lots of discriminations. Like say Indian society, if you take, still women do not get equal wages in many areas. They are still considered as cheap labor. So if you apply tailor, so you know that they would get equal wages or even better wages if they are more competent. So in that way, tailor was humanizing, because merit is a humanizing factor. This merit has fairness, fairness is justice. So he was very objective, and hence the only thing was that it is the management which will decide about the piece rate system. But since it is very objective, so even very less scope for exploitation. But in human relations, let's say behavioral aspect it is. The behavior can become basis for emotional exploitation. That was also one criticism of Mayo.
Best decisions I took for my optional, because the test discussions, as sir was mentioning, I used to sit right there and attend all the 3 to 4 hour long discussions that I used to have with sir. I mean, we all used to, and it really helped me build that perspective and connect things, as we call in public administration. The differentiation part was already there, but it was with the discussions that the integration developed. I was able to connect the concepts better, and I still remember sir drawing all those graphs, and I was amazed to see that even the most theoretical of concepts and ideas, sir used to present it graphically and diagrammatically, and they did help me consolidate and gain an overview of all the topics that were mentioned. So in terms of concept building, in terms of answer writing, I think the test series helped me immensely, sir.
LUKMAAN IAS is the coaching institute where I was for the past 3 years, and all my selections in the UPSC for the past 3 years is because of Ansari Sir's guidance.
I think I can't express it in words of what the guidance of Ansari Sir meant to me, and I think indebted for my whole life to what he did to me. Sir, had he not been there, I would not have written this paper, because I had given up. I am very thankful to him for believing in me when I stopped believing in myself. And he was there and he said कि नहीं बेटा, तुम बस प्री क्लियर करके आओ और उसके बाद का मैं संभाल लूँगा.
I can say that if I had not joined the LUKMAAN test series, I would have scored around 200. So my 114 increment is because of the LUKMAAN.
So I joined the test series from the perspective of the discussions that were done by Ansari Sir of the various tests.
Yes.
So I used to go through these discussions in terms of understanding the questions, in terms of ensuring that the demand of the question is being, what I'm able to understand is correct.
Yes.
So the discussions of various tests
Yes.
that were conducted was very helpful.